Well, Doris, here we go down the final stretch of the regular season. How about some of the improvement we've been seeing from some of these players?
Kev, it seems inevitably every year there's a few players who make a huge leap in their games. And I love it when it's a complete surprise. Because when there's a player who's been under the radar and emerges as a potential star, how exciting is that?
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Merrill in at the three. Basket counts.
See, what a good feel for what the defense is conceding. Donovan Mitchell very willing to get to that mid-range jumper.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Kevin?
Thank you once again, Allie. Harden, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. Outside,
Green. Curry on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Another miss by Curry. The Cavaliers on offense. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, that they got crushed on that night.
They sleepwalked through that entire effort. Way too much talent on the roster for them to let that happen.
It's Curry outside. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Melton, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden kicks to Mitchell. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Mitchell's got 5 now.
You love how confident Donovan Mitchell is. On the catch-and-shoot opportunities, there's no hesitation.
Curry setting the pick for Green. Pass to Melton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Only 3 games until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the West will be won. Take a look at the Warriors. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs.
And for the Warriors, they're on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs. They need to put it all together in these last couple weeks, and they'll be happy with a spot in the play-in tournament at this point.
Gary Payton has checked in for the Warriors.
Timeout.
Podziemski's coming in for Melton. Cleveland also making some changes. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Allen. Keon Ellis comes in for Sam Merrill. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Mitchell. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
numbers for Schroeder. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 5 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Bryant the pass to Schroeder. Harden outside.
my, James Harden with a statement right there.
Warriors trail by 4. Green with a screen on Harden. Curry passes to Green. Curry looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Over Harden. And again, no good by Golden State.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bryant outside. Ellis outside. Pass to Mobley. The 3 ball. The Warriors pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
Well, the numbers back up that assertion, no doubt about it. And sometimes it's about, hey, we've got to get on the glass and make sure they're feeling us all night long. They didn't do that.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers ahead, up by 2. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Let's toss it over to the sideline for an updated report on Donovan Mitchell. So, Allie, what have you heard?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Cavaliers provided some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. By their estimation, no further damage can be caused by playing on this particular injury, so they're going to roll the dice and he's going to play.
And Allie, we thank you for the report.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Gary Payton II, also Quentin Post out there, and it's Spencer in at the 2. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it, no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it." Guys, back to you.
He's got that curiosity. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Ellis, that's good. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Max Strus. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Ellis. And it's James Harden in for Dennis Schroeder. So it's the Warriors now. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Podziemski. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Harden has a wide open look. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Doris, there aren't many players like James Harden drawing total focus from opposing defenses.
And that's appropriate, Kevin, because this guy can command one side of the ball consistently. In pick and roll action, he can be a threat as a scorer, he sets his teammates, and he can be absolutely electric on the offensive end. He is a problem.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Podziemski finds Melton. Green with a screen for Melton. And here is Green. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Mitchell passes to Harden. Kept alive. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Boy, I'd like to see Jarrett Allen look to score, forces the defense to make contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, we obviously would expect him to do better.
Porzingis is checked in for Brandon Podziemski.
Boy, in the era of stretch bigs, guys that can go out to the three-point line and absolutely make shots, I love Jarrett Allen. He is an old-school center, folks.
Now, here's Melton. He has yet to score. Mitchell outside. It's rebounded by Golden State.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Curry with the bounce pass. Here's Porzingis, 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Kristaps Porzingis, a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
Lined up there for Allen, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Curry outside, knocks down the three ball. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And look at how quick he was to fight on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers lead by 1. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
James, scoring seems to come easy for you. What's your mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
Well, the kids are getting a great show tonight. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
I hate what they're doing on defense. Giving up too many gimmies, it makes me mad just watching it.
And I've seen you on the golf course and the hardwood track. Gimmies are the only shots you make.
Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
When you've got 2 great players going at it like this, buckle up. It's an adventure. I'm telling you, I think the second half, one will emerge as the top dog. Roof, roof.
Roof, roof. 2 big dogs at the top of the food chain going at it here.
Roof, roof, roof.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Cavaliers. They lead by 1. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Harden, and it's Merrill in at the 3 spot. The Warriors shooting an efficient 53% from the field, and Green slams it in.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
And here is Green, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Curry out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Only 3 games left until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the East will look. We'll take a look at the Cavaliers. Advantage in 1 series.
Well, right now for the Cavaliers, they're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point, and that's how they want to keep it.
Allen with the screen for Harden to the paint. Mobley looking it over. Here's Merrill. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Now Melton. Nothing on the board. Porzingis with a screen on Harden. Here's Curry. Out to Porzingis. Shoots the 3. Mobley with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Merrill. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
Well, this guy's such a reliable presence on the glass. Jared Allen using that length to save the play.
Green against Mobley. Pass to Melton. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Mitchell outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Gary Payton comes in for Green, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. Keon Ellis, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Harden kicks to Ellis. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Payton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Santos. 5 to shoot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tomlin's checked in. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Harden.
Boy, if there's one big man who exemplifies the evolution of size in the NBA, it's KP. Kristaps Porzingis can stretch the floor. He can get out and run in transition. It's a combination you almost have to have.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Porzingis can't hit.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Schroeder finds Mitchell, and it's off from three-point range. And so it's Cleveland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
You gain control. Come on now. Every pass, every possession. Play with a purpose. We talked about this, all right? Solid plays every time. Right now. Come on.
Some fire in Coach Kerr's voice right there. Greg demanding his team kick it up a notch.
How about the intensity from the coach there? Less than happy with his team's effort right now.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Peyton is out there with Quentin Post. Then it's Curry and Richard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Merrill. It's Ellis on the wing. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
3 points.
Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Curry. Fires the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
That does not go. Warriors trail by 9. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pajemski on the wing. Guarded by Harden. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Bryant with a screen for Harden. Harden money from the arc. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Force has something for us from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Curry. Screened by Porzingis. Mitchell rips down the rebound. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Allen. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Harden surveying the D.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
2 minutes remaining.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Curry gets it done in the paint.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
Now Harden. Bryant sets the screen for Harden. Porzingis pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And good that time.
There's a competitive edge to Draymond Green's game that makes him willing to try to score it on the interior. That's pretty.
Porzingis against Bryant. Here's Mitchell. 58 seconds left in the game. Now Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. Curry able to beat the contact inside.
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Harden draws the double. Throw on the wing. Bryant in the post. He's against Porzingis.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. Harden outside. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what we want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
James, night in and night out, this team comes ready to perform. What does this win say about your collective focus?
We've had that same mentality all year long. You know, whether it's bad record teams or guys in and out the lineups. We just had a mindset all season that this year is going to be special. And so, no matter who it is we play, we go out there and just try to compete at a high level and win as many games as we can.
It's about you, not the opponent. You got that right. Thanks, James.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, James Harden.